A disturbing question confronts the Republic. When did faith become a crime and for whom? From Madurai streets to the floor of Parliament, Sanatan Dharma is being mocked, denied and degraded. A devotee sets himself ablaze after a Deepam is questioned. His right to light a Deepam is questioned, while lawmakers trade in slurs with impunity. Listen to this individual, to the right of you, viewers, up in that corner. He's a 40-year-old man. He immolates himself. His last words are a prayer to the state to end its apathy, to stop selectively forcing Hindus to prove the sanctity of their places of worship and their civilizational claim on this land. What he's upset about is the fact that despite the state allowing devotees like him to go and light the Deepatum, he is not being allowed to do so by an apathetic state. And therefore, to make a statement, he's decided to end his life, the ultimate sacrifice for his faith, viewers. Listen in first to this gentleman's last alleged testament.
ஏன் இதை பெரியார் சிலை முன் நிகழ்த்தினேன்னா, திருப்பரங்குன்றத்திலே போய் நிகழ்த்தலான்னு எனக்கு ஒரு எண்ணம் இருந்துச்சு. ஆனால் நான் இப்படி ஒரு காரியம் பண்ணுறேன், அந்த காரியத்தினால இந்த கோயிலுக்கு களங்கம் ஏற்படக்கூடாதுன்னு தான் அதை பெரியார் சிலை முன்னாடி நடத்துகிறேன். கடவுள் இல்லைன்னு சொல்கிறவங்களுக்கு முன்னாடி கடவுளுக்காக ஒரு விஷயம் செய்யும், அதுதான் என்னோட எண்ணம். இதையும் இந்த பதிவையும் எல்லாரும் ஷேர் பண்ணி விடுங்க. நன்றி. பூர்ணச்சந்திரன், மதுரை. வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோகரா. வீரவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோகரா.
So Mr. Purna Chandran, 40-year-old man paying the ultimate tribute, viewers, in a sense, to his God. The ultimate oblation of his own life. Barely had the nation recovered from the shock of the self-immolation that in the House of Parliament, an AAP MP drew a contemptuous and slanderous analogy. The AAP MP, Sanjay Singh, came out and said even the word, I don't want to use it, contains the word Ram. Lord Ram must be cursing government for insulting his devotees. Now, viewers, I can play out that soundbite, but I would rather not. This is not about one incident or one statement. It's about an incipient intolerance that normalizes insult, weaponizes disbelief, and asks only one community to explain its devotion. Here are some hard facts, viewers, and this has happened in the past. Sanatana is like dengue and malaria. Udayanidhi Stalin said this. India formed to fight Sanatana, said Mr. Ponmudi, DMK leader. Won't accept Ram, we are enemies of Ram, said Mr. A. Raja. Hinduism is not a religion but a dhoka, says Swami Prasad Maurya of Samajwadi Party. Sanatan Dharma spreads division, Priyanka Garg says this, viewers. Ramcharitra Manas spreads hatred, Chandrasekhar Yadav said this. Is Ram Mandir even a real issue? Sam Petroda said this. A devotee sets himself ablaze after a Deepam is questioned, while lawmakers trade in slurs with impunity, slandering a Hindu deity. Is this targeted contempt? Why must Hindus repeatedly prove their faith, justify their rituals and defend their gods, even as abuse is mainstreamed as politics? Fundamental question, let's ask that. Let's ask that, viewers. Rohan Gupta is here, Tushar Gupta is here. Harish Muhammad, let me ask you, sir. It has now taken a suicide to try and convince you that you are militating against Sanatan Dharma and its interest. Isn't it, sir, shocking and shameful that it has come to this, sir?
No, with due respect to the deceased, the matter is sub judice, and self-immolation is not the only solution for any particular matter, whether it is Tripurangundram or whether it is NEET, where the continuous life has been lost in Tamil Nadu. Having said that, if someone has to be blamed, it is BJP and its petty politics, along with the court order, where the 100-year-old Deepatun has been formed, even right after this year as well, where the lightning happened. But having said that, if someone has to be trivialized with this and doing a petty politics, it is BJP, Tamil Nadu cadres and the Tamil Nadu party men should be blamed for these kind of acts which has been performed by someone who has been brainwashed with these kind of religious activities. Having said that, if, as I said rightly, with due respect to the deceased, we don't want to go ahead and trivialize this again on the narrative, on the line which the BJPs want to play. But the matter is sub judice. Let the law will take its own course, where the next year Deepatun has to be performed, whether the rituals should be performed with this 100-old traditional Deepatun on the Uchipillaya, where it is performed even this year, or it should be performed in where the Hindu Munani or the BJP wanted to do it, on the archaeological stone where it has been prevailing from the British era. So let us wait for this law to take its own course and give a perplexed verdict for others to disturb.
Mr. Harish Muhammad Ibrahim, let me tell you this. You said, with due respect to the deceased, and I want to bring in Mr. Rohan Gupta. You see, due respect to the deceased, viewers, if one was paying due respect to the deceased, you wouldn't imply that that person didn't have a mind of his own, that he didn't have conviction in his own faith, in his own beliefs, and that he didn't feel aggrieved by what he says very clearly. He's not blaming the BJP, he's blaming the state, the DMK government, and those that believe in the words of somebody who is not someone who believes in upholding the faith of someone else. That man hasn't taken his life taking the BJP's name. And Harish Muhammad Ibrahim is talking about respecting the deceased and his wishes. I am not here, viewers, to in any way glorify self-immolation. But a man has felt the need to do this in an act of desperation. He is being denied his fundamental rights by a state that is asking him to prove his faith, is asking him to prove that the ritual that he practices is genuine. Can you believe that? That is humiliation. Do we ask, and we are almost upon Christmas, do we ask Christians to prove that their God was born in a certain geography? Or December 25th was Christmas Day really? Or was it part of a pagan festival? We don't ask all these questions, viewers. Neither do we ask Muslims to go out there and prove their faith and their beliefs and their other ideological and spiritual precepts. We don't. But Mr. Harish Muhammad Ibrahim, speaking for the government or on behalf of the government, wants to do that. I want to bring in Mr. Gupta, and I want you to respond to Mr. Ibrahim, Mr. Gupta.
I have no words. The kind of words, the choice of words he made is really, really pathetic, and it shows their mindset. The absolutely self-immolation is not justified. But can't they see the kind of, the faith which has got impacted because of this government stand? They can't see that. I am not justifying it. But rather than understanding that this is the first time government is stopping High Court order because of appeasement politics. They are disrespecting our judiciary. They are disrespecting our constitution. And when a person, for his justice, for his faith, he feels bad, he loses his life, rather than, ensuring that he empathizes with him, he is using these kind of words. Really shameful. Really shameful. It's not about politics here. It is about the mindset of this party.
So hang on. Huda Zariwala, let me ask you. An MP, person sworn to uphold constitutional values, stands up and says, in the word haram, there is the name of a deity. Is that showing respect to someone's faith? Or is this a hate speech? Simple question to you, and where does it come from?
Well, as far as Mr. Sanjay Singh is concerned, clearly he is a Ram Bhakt. What he meant to say was this is an absolute misuse of the then Manrega, now Ji, Ramji Act, which again is going against the very essence of trying to help the farmers, trying to actually do something good for the people below the poverty line. Sanjay Singh ji was only trying to prove a point that if you're going to take the name of Lord Ram, which is a very respectful deity for all of us. I, as a Muslim, has extreme, supreme respect for Lord Ramji because he is obviously a deity that commands all the respect. But that being said, he is a Hindu. He's a practicing Hindu. Clearly, he wasn't trying to disrespect Lord Ram.
Okay.
If anything, he was trying to prove a point wherein he says that if
could he
you're
have said
talking
it
about
better?
the
I'm asking you, Ms. Zariwala, would you have said it? Could you have said it better?
Could I have said it better? How? By using or not using the word haram?
Yes.
If that's what you're referring?
Yes.
So, also, as somebody who understands and speaks Arabic, like fluently, the very meaning of haram means forbidden. Just like how kafir means nothing but a disbeliever. If I disbelieve
I'm
in
asking
Allah,
you,
I'll
would
be
you have
kafir.
used would you have used this formulation? Simple question to you, ma'am. You say you
Perhaps
respect Lord
not.
Ram. Would you have?
Perhaps not.
Perhaps not. Okay, I'm at
But
least
also
she's
that being-
conceding that perhaps not. No, hang on. Why?
But that being
Because
said,
it is
even he
jarring
did
and
not-
it is hurtful. Mr. Gupta, how do you respond to Ms.
Understandable,
Zariwala?
but it is being taken out of
Rahul,
context.
What?
Let's
Out of
understand
context?
this
Don't
is-
use those words.
How can they use these words? Who has given them license?
It
To
wasn't
always
to
insult
disrespect
Sanatan.
God.
Why?
Okay,
Can
one
I-
second,
can
make
Mr.
your
Gupta.
point.
Mr. Gupta, no, hang
See,
on.
this is
Mr.
this is the
I've
problem.
heard-
Okay.
I think
hold on.
let me
I'm
complete.
talking about Mr. Tushar Gupta. Sorry, I think we have two Guptas on this
Sorry.
panel. Sorry, Mr. Rohan Gupta. But yes, Tushar
Yeah.
Gupta, yes.
Good evening, Rahul. You know, I heard a term brainwashing for the diseased person here. Doesn't allow that. Our ideals do not allow that, and I won't go there. But this country has a certain shade of secularism, Rahul, which is about denting the interest of the majority to appease the minority. I won't hinge my words. Let's talk about Tamil Nadu. Today, a majority population in Tamil Nadu has to prove that this is their place of worship. This is where their ancestors used to worship their deities. But in the same Tamil Nadu, a law like Waqf by user was protected by the state government so much that the people who today are saying that we want to go by the law were saying a bill passed in the parliament will not be accepted by the state government. It was the same DMK which stood against the Waqf Amendment. What did the Waqf Amendment was for? It was by Waqf by user. Now look at the contrast, Rahul. Waqf by user says anyone who claims that this place was used for worship once upon a time can claim it as a Waqf property. DMK was okay with it because they registered their protests against amendments. But when it comes to the majority Hindu population of Tamil Nadu, no, you have to prove, you have to go to the court. We won't execute the court order. People are brainwashed. Rahul, my simple problem with the likes of DMK is if you want to practice that shade of secularism, be upfront about it. Let the voters know what you really stand for.
Well, I think-
And about Sanjay Singh, I do not blame Sanjay Singh, Rahul. I blame the voters that have made such parties relevant time and time again.
well-
And it's the
Oh,
Hindus
come on.
also.
He was not
Well, I leave it at
disrespecting
this,
Lord Ram.
viewers.
Let's-
I think you are all intelligent enough to know what is happening here and which gallery these people are playing to. I leave it at this. The Vantage coming up next.